Okay, so listen, you know who these guys are. I won't introduce them. So, the Butterfly Effect, the album. I mean, sometimes to really understand what an album is and how it came to be, you have to go back to the beginning of a band's career. So, I mean, can you bring us from Sack, the birth of Sack, the band, up until the recording of Butterfly Effect? Rather long answer, it could be.
Well, I suppose, like...
Settle in.
Myself and Tony, my brother, were in a band called Lord John White and the Bottleneck Train, and then we shortened it to Lord John White. And then we...
Where'd you get that name?
Orange Juice B-side. Remember?
What label?
Postcard. Wasn't it?
Polygraph.
But I remember I woke up me and Tony shared a bedroom, back double bedroom, and right, I woke up one Saturday morning and there in the middle on the floor in the sleeping bag was this fella. And it was like, whoever, anyway, he'd been at the House Martins in the Olympic Ballroom the night before, and Tony had met him. And then, as Tony always does, he kind of brings people over. He always has a weed man, Tony does. Even if he's out to the shops, like you call for Peter Donnelly or something, But anyway, so he met Martin and then found out Martin was in Aiken Drum and stuff like that. So we went to see Martin and we both love the Dead as well. They just got out.
Soul Mining.
Soul Mining.
What label? What label? Epic.
Polygon.
Epic.
There's been a change in billing. Martin is doing the interview from now on, so...
But, so then we had a practice one day and I kind of said, geez, like he was a brilliant singer, I heard him in Aiken Drums, like how can we kind of get him into the band, and then the thought of an idea of doing a side kind of project, so we had a rehearsal one day, we done Uncertain Smile with it, and like he just killed the first time, because we were doing that anyway as a cover with our old singer. And anyway, it was like, right, we have to get this fella into the band, and then we were doing gigs, and then we played a gig in Cork, in Cashel one night, and you were in the band then, weren't you?
In Cork, in Reds.
In Reds,
yeah.
Cork. And we had a bad crash on the way home. We hit a cow on the road, bam. So I was in hospital in and out for 2 years, and blah, blah, blah. So that kind of killed Lord John White. So then we got going again, and we called it Sack.
We had a song called Sack, and our manager Kieran Owens at the time suggested we change the name because it was a much harder name. The sound was becoming a bit harder, and there was a lot of bands with one names, or Blur and Royd, and there's lots of that sort of going on at the time. So he suggested to change it to Sack. We had a song called Sack. You hold everything that's dear to me, you are my sack. What's the line? Written by John.
I won't ask. So look, I suppose
It didn't get any radio play.
If we fast forward a little bit, you were based in London for a while, around the time that the debut album You came out, and then you moved back to Dublin, which is where I suppose the genesis of this album that we're talking about came from.
Yeah. Tony?
Yeah, when we moved back to London, we got a new guitar player, Simon, we lost our keyboard player, Simon Quigley, and we got Dave Dorgan into the band, was it, John?
Yeah.
And I had premises on Parnell Street and empty basement, so we set up a rehearsal studio down there, and that's where we wrote most of the album.
Laughter Loads was written there. When they all went there for a break. Me and Dave Dorgan.
Long gone.
There is a story that when you went to record the album, the studio that you were going to wasn't quite built, and that you had to kind of build it as well as record an album. How true was that?
Space 28.
Yeah, Space 28, it was on North Lots there, behind the pub,
The
the Bachelor Inn, which was very handy. Yeah, it was called Space 28, and it was a building site basically. It was
Shane O'Neill.
Shane O'Neill had his office there, and Brian O'Neill, his brother. And they had there was two other guys involved with the studio downstairs. I can't remember the names.
No, they weren't. They were just in a separate room.
They had equipment, like studio equipment as well, didn't they?
Well, Jack Knightley was involved in the record, so like
Terry's brother, yeah.
these two guys were like they had a separate room with a mixing desk. So Jack Knight would go into that room. We'd play the song. We'd go into that room, have a listen, and Jack Knight would put his little bit of magic onto it, you know. But the studio itself wasn't properly built. It was like a room, so yeah.
No, so the engineer was a guy called Paul Tipper, who engineered all the Stereo Lab albums up till then in Blackman's studio in London. So he came over, and so for the first few days we were kind of like getting carpets and all, and putting them on the floor and putting egg boxes on the wall. Soundproof and all. So he was like, obviously this wasn't part of the deal, you know, but like fair play to him,
He mucked in.
you know.
With blue hair, he had blue hair.
We got the studio done, and like it was very raw and kind of a bit dusty and whatever, but you know, we just went ahead and did it, you know.
Are there particular moments that you can kind of flash back to and think, like where you recorded a particular guitar part, a vocal? Are there moments that flash into your mind when you think about the recording sessions for the album?
Yeah, well, I suppose Latitude was the first single off the album and was the last song to be written. I kind of wrote it just about a week before we went in to the studio, and I remember there was a bit of an argument about the single. Paul Tipper thought Sleeping on the Floor should have been the first single, and he was kind of...
I think because Latitude was new to us, it was fresher, and we were kind of, the newer songs will always be more interesting to the band because you're playing the old songs forever, you know. So Latitude was the newest song that he'd written, so it was we felt it was a fresher thing.
There's no point in talking to anyone else, but don't let this get you down. Down, hear me. It's just these moments in our lives when things seem wrong. Turn it around and give me latitude. You body is where my fingertips will go. In the cave of swimmers, floating in your hair. Hey, come join me in the shade, where our love will never fade. On the furnace of the desert, shines as smooth as sway. The contours of your body is where my fingertips obey. In the cave of swimmers, floating in your hair.
And working with people like Paul Tippler, Jack Knightley. Jack Knightley would go on to obviously, produce,
Yeah.
work with
U2.
just anyone you can think of, R.E.M.,
Yeah.
One Direction, loads of people.
Taylor
But working
Swift.
working with people who of that pedigree, did it kind of raise your standards as well?
Well, when we were working with him, he was just he was a brilliant guitar player, and he was only getting into knobs, into twiddling knobs and faders and mind out of the gutter. He's a happily married man living in LA with two kids. So he was really only starting his career in that sense, we just knew him as being in bands, in the Amazing Colossal Men, but a brilliantly talented guitar player,
Yeah. Well, as luck would have it, I have a message from him. Just a stroke of luck, coincidence. So I'll read it to you now. Just bear with me for a second. Oh no, that's not my shopping list from last Tuesday. Okay, here it is. I remember Paul Tippler saying, "Something needs to get loud a lot," and that I had no clue how to use the equipment I was given. It felt like it took a day to record. The studio wasn't built when we arrived, so we had to build it, literally. That took a while. I remember more about that than the recording itself. Latitude and Kleinmine Powerhouse are my favourites. My kids and their friends still listen to these songs today. They're still fresh. I used to sing Angels and Martin in a very annoying Big Tom and the Mainliner kind of way. It annoyed me, so it must have irked him a bit too. Do you remember that?
No.
Okay. It's a great record. It hasn't dated at all, and I think that's partly to do with the quality of the songs, obviously, but also Tippler's lack of interest in whatever was cool at the time. A fantastic record. So that's from Jack Knightley.
That's good. It's good to hear.
This is called A Sunny Day. It's for Amy and Jake. Happy anniversary. I went to see someone from my past today. She looked old, almost withered away. When she spoke of past rainy days and bitter cold, I had to stop her there and say, though nothing's changed, a sunny day will put that smile back on your face. After evening shade, a sunny day will put that smile back on your face. Tried to buy something secondhand today, but it was sold. Didn't really want it anyway. When I found you lying face down in the road, I felt no shame. You've only got yourself to blame. I can't recall a day when I that smile back on your face. Tried to give someone mouth to mouth today, and that's no joke. They went and died anyway. Remember when I tried to stop you choking on that chicken bone? Well, I should have known.